Pues no, you mess on here. Good, we're going on here. Let's get this on. The X-Men goes from mutant instead though. Ian McKellen could place this way that Magneto has been Magneto. When this doomsday was the bigger and the more tired and McKellen said, Magneto and Professor X makes their return sound like an old agenda. It's kind of like someone replacing the stories and adding mutants to the story. Let me understand, Ian. We are living in the world of man and mutants. Man and everywhere. You think it'll be a better idea to bring the mutants back from history? The 20th Century Fox and Marvel Studios has gone into resurrection. First X-Men from the past got in Fassbender and McKellen. There's a part that we could have only observed, but you know what loss is baptism. Ian's woe got me back. Thanks to you may have ended the multiverse saga and catching out the mutant saga. But don't count out that step because he didn't do 9 cinemas. The Good Liar 2, and that movie is peak cinema. All right, hello to Mr. Randy Orton. Here we go again, Randy. Well, if you're talking about Ian McKellen here, let's talk about what's he so far. I mean, man, you know what's done the X-Men in China. I used to know back I better than the X-Men in the past, the past, into the past, Apocalypse, and in the Dark Phoenix time. Well, McKellen has done the X-Men movies. Like the first one, X2, X-Men United, and X-Men the last time. But Ian McKellen's never done it right there. Because not only X-Men McCoy and Michael Fassbender were not able to make a appearance here in X-Men film series there. They thought the old one will finally make an appearance here in the Avengers Doomsday. Ian McKellen makes that kind of loud and he finally decided to bring back from the big of calamity. And of course with mutant brotherhood on your side there, even make some more Quicksilver markers here. It could be like Quicksilver and Wanda's father gonna take on the Avengers here. Mind you, we're gonna talk with Sam Wilson with Captain America because Captain America brand new day have the new Captain America take on the West ultimately Harrison Ford. So what am I thinking, Ian McKellen here? Captain America's fight against Magneto could be the biggest fight of our time now. Then you're gonna have Robert Downey Jr. Dr. Doom taking on Ian McKellen's Magneto in a drastic showdown there. You might be early, scientist versus an evil with his magnetism here. Or in the case of Fantastic Four and Spider-Man, it could be Tobey Maguire, Fire, and the characters Fantastic Four. But that Zoid forces and this guy put him out for good. It's like an episode with a bigger twist here. Bigger venues, bigger story. And a bigger sound we understand before. And I do know people are still getting used to adding more character to this one. So glad we are saving, so glad we are saving the face for December. Avengers Doomsday needs to be in hopes of bringing Avengers Secret War. And the Avengers might win. You might think the Avengers might go lose.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for another commercial. More after this.
When you think of the Bugs and Daffy Show, you think of this, don't you? That's a shame, because you're depriving yourself of the show's cultural and educational value. Fine, enjoy your... but embrace the sweeping operas and the brilliant adaptations of timeless tales. Yes, have your... but don't neglect the classic children's fables, historical chronicles, and the science. Oh, the science! Now, do you want this, or do you want to learn? That's quite enough of that. The Bugs and Daffy Show, tonight at 9 on Cartoon Network.
And I thought that you were going to say it now. The name is Mike, Mike Vice President. Mike President. What? I never introduced the Lou like that before. Oh, come on. We are talking about Ian McKellen for Pete's sake there. And I thought to myself, it seems that both those are putting away by taking the old word, take the word up and out. Yeah, well, those boys want to tell me that Ian McKellen is still over turning the Avengers Doomsday. And while the productions are still up there in the sky there, I am wondering there. How do we know that Ian McKellen is gonna be gonna prove to be in the X-Men back on the screen there in the multiverse of saga and something in the way there. 30 we saw the Infinity Saga. We saw the Infinity Saga worked out the whole and all mine there. And now we're going to the multiversal saga. And now we are temporarily and completely headed straight to what we call the Mutant Saga. Oh, the Mutant Saga. Oh, I'm so scared and really uptight here. Well, bud, you know anything about this, okay? You already know about becoming a true, becoming set of mutants to the all this time you're talking about random things here. Random things here. Robert, will you please calm down for a second there? There. I tried to say that once before that. Okay, guys, calm down a little bit there. Now look, we understand the whole point of being with time to be independent do that. But he said he would bring up that back of Maine, out coming. The that guy comes guy. They involved, they're putting Wild and you got to pay for that Wolverine because they're the one who got the TVA in the first place there and taking care of Cassandra Nova in Randy the Terrible movie Deadpool and Wolverine. Ah, you missed one. I mean, they're not there. There's always fair when you talk about faith. Talk about faith two, and then phase 3 with the idea of phase 4, just have to put it up phase 5. What does that actually meaning that in the number saga, they only react with the fourth one, and I believe that we already near another end game. Yeah, another end game. But seriously, you create the Avengers, Secret Wars will be the next one. Well, actually, that's why we understand now. And Spider-Man, Brand New Day, it could be doing, it could have been way in the world. Yes, for the most part, yes, there. And there you are. You're getting all close enough to finally have the Avengers, X-Men, and the other four in the movie. So it's kind of like, we're getting the whole team back together. Because it's not only got a way to save Earth 699999, but also they're gonna save the Mouthkeeper. So that's why you haven't been asleep message for a long time now. Yeah. It's kind of looking good in mind. Looking good in mind. Good in mind, path there. So it's kind of like we nearly a second hand game, but instead of that one, we're going to have to deal with the first hand game. Exactly. Wow. non-stop continuation there. Wonder we ever gone away to follow that up there. Follow that up there. Hey, you understand that? You forgot about the activities that got to it. You know. First X2, X tonight, X understand. The capitalism and boys and Wolverine, they still got no place for X and O's and Magneto, so it's kind of like, what? So Magneto's origin? Was it there? And they got into X-Men First Class and X-Men Data to pass with Magneto. So it's kind of like his own English. Thanks for that matter here.
Uh-oh. Midnight Madness helicopters are back again. And they do not look friendly. Everybody move.
Oh dear. And I think somebody needs me to answer the question there, because I am not gonna deal with those helicopters who are in my seat again. Well, folks, I want to say that so for tonight. When I say tomorrow night for another start of my show, that could totally be a with totally poor, with totally go to you, ignorant. Yeah, I call you mad and talking there. So come on, don't sue me. Well, anyway, there it is. I am Rob here. Let me stop that.